Yuck is mean. Mr. Yuck is green.
Home is full of lots of things that children shouldn't touch. Home is full of bad things that can hurt you very much. Now there's a man whose face is green that you ought to get to know. He'll warn you when danger's coming fast or slow. Get to know his face in every single place. When you see it, you'll know quick. Things marked yuck make you sick, 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 sick. Mr. Yuck is mean. Mr. Yuck is green.
Ah, hello there. You got me just about to preview our new Eagle Eyes safety show. Quite a cast of characters here. There's old Theodore Eagle, never misses a beat when it comes to water safety. And Amelia Eagle, always alert for fires. And of course, there's Eddie Eagle, alert for gun safety. What? You haven't heard of Eddie Eagle? Why, he's the #1 ace in the skies. A real hero, I'd say. Eddie was born in the mountains of the great Northwest. High in the mountains. Here he is, just popping out of the shell.
Yeah! Hello, world!
From his first day out, Eddie had a natural talent for loops.
Wow! Hey, look at that! Hey, I think I got it, Mom! Whoa, whoa!
Eddie had other talents, too. First, his ability to see a long way. Yep, he had those eagle eyes. Eagle eyes, always alert, and a big heart for others. It was Eddie's heart that led him to join the Eagle Eye Club, so he could help children everywhere.
Eddie Eagle, at your service.
Before long, Eddie was in charge of the entire gun safety department. Let's see what Eddie's up to now.
Yeah!
Eddie, what's up?
What's up? Well, I am, as a matter of fact, about 50 stories, straight up. Whoa, hey! Oh.
Eddie, what's wrong?
Oh, just some stray balloons cluttering up the airways. Talk about a busy morning, though.
What happened?
Well, I was making my rounds in the countryside when through the open window of an attic, I spied 5 or 6 kids looking all around, really excited about neat stuff they'd found. Grandma's attic was full of fun things. Lots of old boxes, all tied up with string. There was a clock, and a globe, and a trunk full of hats, and an old radio, and a baseball bat. Oh, and an out-of-tune guitar. Boy, they were having fun. And then, behind the broom, I saw a gun. At just that moment, the kids saw it too. I didn't wait. I knew what to do. Stop! Don't touch! I'm Eddie Eagle, and I like you too much to see you get hurt, and that's why I say, if you spot a gun, just walk away. Go find an adult, go tell him what you found. Guns shouldn't be left lying around. Yeah, stop! Don't touch! Leave the area, tell an adult. Do it with me now, stop! Don't touch! Leave the area, tell an adult.
Grandma, we found a gun in the attic.
All right. The kids told their grandma, and I knew my work was done. Now they know what to do if they see a gun.
Way to go, Eddie. Sounds like you got there in the nick of time.
And that isn't all.
You mean there's more?
Hey, whoa!
Eddie, hey, Eddie.
Oh, yeah, there's lots more. I hurried back to town to the neighborhood school to give a little speech on gun safety rules. Then I stopped by the park where the little kids play, and I said, "Do you remember what I taught you yesterday?" And they said, "If you see a gun..."
Stop! Don't touch! Leave the area! Tell an adult! Stop! Don't touch! Leave the area! Tell an adult!
Oh, I gotta tell you, they remembered it well. I stopped to get a cone, and then settled into phone, when I heard a funny sound, and I quickly turned around. "I know I saw a present," said Josh to Jill. "Where'd your mom put it?" asked their friend Phil. They opened up a closet, and their eyes did spy a big blue box on a shelf up high. "There's a gun up here," I heard Josh say. That's when I knew this was no place to play. Huh? Oh. If you see a gun, stop. Don't touch. I'm Eddie Eagle, and I like you so much. Please be safe. Go away. It's a must. Go find an adult, someone you can trust. Go tell an adult. Don't hang around. Tell him what you saw. Tell him what you found. Stop. Don't touch. Leave the area. Tell an adult. Yeah, stop. Don't touch. Leave the area. Tell an adult. The kids found their father and told him what they found. And I knew I could leave because they were safe and sound.
2 in 1 day, Eddie? Man, you must be exhausted.
You got that right. I think I'll take a little break here.
Well, go ahead. You deserve it. Way to go, man.
Hey, thanks. Huh?
What is it?
Well, looks like some kids playing hide and seek below. I'm gonna check it out. Guess I gotta go.
Later, Eddie. That's Eddie Eagle. Eagle eyes, always alert, and he knows what to do. Do you? Do you know what to do if you spot a gun? In fact, if you were one of those kids playing hide and seek and you found a gun, what would you do?
Stop! Don't touch! Leave the area! Tell an adult! Yeah, stop! Don't touch! Leave the area! Tell an adult!
Talk it over with a grown-up you trust. Stop, don't touch, leave the area, tell an adult.
Edward Jakowski's exciting new fitness program, Escape Your Shape, is resculpting bodies from coast to coast in just 14 days. Now learn the Hollywood secrets of how to dress right for your shape and look 10 to 20 pounds thinner instantly.
Hi, I'm Linda Cruz, and I'm here at one of the most glamorous fashion and shopping districts, Rodeo Drive in Beverly Hills. Did you ever see the perfect dress in a store window or on someone else, and then try it on and it was just awful on you? That's probably because it was wrong for your body type. You could spend thousands of dollars on beautiful designer outfits, and it could look like a potato sack on you if it's not right for your shape. But choosing clothes for your specific body type can instantly make you look shapelier and even take 10 to 20 pounds off while you're working your way to a firmer, leaner, healthier body with the rest of your Escape Your Shape program. We consulted with some of the top Hollywood fashion stylists and image consultants who have custom designed wardrobes for film and television, and for stars like John Travolta, Diane Carroll, Julia Roberts, Jacqueline Smith, Antonio Banderas, and Kim Basinger, just to name a few, to teach you how to dress right for your shape. The first and most important step in knowing how to dress right is to know your shape. Look around. We all come in different shapes and sizes. Or do we really? The secret of shape science in your Escape Your Shape program teaches you how to determine your exact body type. We all fall into one of 4 basic body types: the top heavy cone, the bottom-heavy spoon, a straight ruler, or a voluptuous hourglass? Me? I'm a spoon. But you can't tell, can you? And that's what dressing right for your shape is all about. We took 4 women representing each of the 4 basic body types and gave them complete style makeovers to show you how to dress right for your shape.
Now, this is Julie. She's a classic spoon. Susanna is the exact opposite of a spoon. She's a cone. Now, Natalia is a ruler, straight up and down. And finally, there's Heather. Heather is an hourglass. Okay, so do we all know our body types?
I'm a spoon, and I'm trying to get rid of these.
Me too, I know how that is. Okay, how about you?
I'm a cone, and I have these really big football shoulders.
Okay, we can work with that. How about you two?
I'm a ruler, and I'm just straight up and down.
Okay, what about yourself?
Well, I guess I'm an hourglass, but I'm too heavy, and I don't feel like one.
Well, this is what we're gonna do. Just by changing their clothes, we're gonna make all those problem areas disappear, and we'll give them great shapes. Oh, don't worry, I promise you will look fabulous, and so will you.
To make the most of your individual shape, there are 3 specific rules to remember for your body type, and we'll get to those a little later. But first, the second step to dressing right is to shop for your shape, and that's exactly what we did. Our stylist came back with 3 great new looks for each shape to show you how to dress right for your shape right now.
Now, this is Julie, and what she's wearing is completely wrong. She's a classic spoon. And although these riding pants may be hip, they're way too hip for a spoon. The tight tapered stretch pants call more attention to Julie's hips and thighs. And the darker fitted tee makes her look even smaller on the top. So don't waste your money on trends like these. Wear what looks good on you. Now, here's Julie after our stylist dressed her the right way. Note how the bold jacket and horizontal striped shirt makes her look bigger on top to balance her out. And the darker slim-fitted pant and longer jacket help hide her hips and thighs. Once again, Julie before and after. But you don't need a stylist to dress right for your shape. Just follow the few simple rules and style tips we'll give you right here, like this one. Spoons look great in bold jackets, bright colors, and pattern tops. Now, Susanna is the exact opposite of a spoon. She's a cone, broader on top and narrower on the bottom. And her dark leggings and big shoulder-padded jackets only emphasize that. Now, this is the exact same jacket that looked so great on Julie. Susanna loved the color, and it was her size, but as you can see, it's just all wrong for a cone. Now, here's Susanna dressed right. She wants to add more volume on bottom to balance her broad chest and shoulders. So these wide-leg shorts and platform tennies are perfect for her. And note how the stretch knit top flatters her with a soft shoulder. And if you've got a nice waistline, show it off with a little detail. Now, Natalia is a ruler, straight up and down. This long, high-waisted, solid-colored blousey dress makes her look like she has no shape at all. Well, she certainly has shape now. The most important tip for a ruler? Create a flattering, softly dipped waistline with a cinched waist and a great belt. And go ahead and wear a tight tee, but add some interest at the top with a great neck and shoulder line. A slightly tapered pant gives more of a hip line. And don't overlook the importance of a good push-up bra. How do you think the stars get such great cleavage? And finally, there's Heather. Heather is an hourglass, but this baby doll style print dress just hides her figure and makes her look big and kind of blah. But wow, look at Heather now. She thought she was too heavy to wear such form-fitting clothes, but the key for an hourglass is to wear softly fitted fabrics that hug your curves, nothing too tight. And as you can see, this fitted top and cotton capri pant really accentuate Heather's figure.
Now, it's easy to see when someone else is dressed wrong for their shape, but we don't know how to dress the right way. And sometimes the style we may like the best are the worst for our body type. So don't be a victim of fashion trends. Learn to make your own style, which leads us to the third and final steps to dressing right. Shape your style. There are 3 basic styles: casual, which we just saw, professional, and my favorite, party. Now, everyone can mix and match all 3 styles for different occasions. Just make sure you don't get too casual or party too much at the office when you need to look professional, even on casual Fridays.
So, if you're a spoon and you need to wear a suit, here are some tips for you. Choose a softly draped fabric like Julie's wearing in a flattering, solid, longer skirt and jacket with lightly padded shoulders. And don't forget to add interest at the top with a contrasting scarf or great necklace. And cones can still look professional without a structured jacket that would only emphasize the cone shape. This narrow, long-sleeve V-neck knit sweater gives Susanna a soft shoulder line, and the pleated skirt adds fullness where she needs it. For you rulers, like Natalia, wear a fitted jacket with a soft shoulder pad that's nipped at the waist and that hits right at the hip line to create a shaped torso. A contrasting pant helps keep the eye focused on your new hourglass silhouette. And for natural hourglasses like Heather, choose a softly fitted tailored suit with a straight line skirt, not flared, in monochromatic tones. And don't cinch your waist with belts that break up that flattering soft curve. You want an elongated torso so you don't look short-waisted.
Now remember, there are 3 simple steps to dressing right: shape, shop, and style. But there's still a lot more to come. We've got some fabulous evening wear for your body type, and we'll show you how just adding the right accessory can change your whole look. But first, what about the men? Well, the same 3 steps apply.
Most men fall into primarily 2 categories of body shapes. A ruler, who can be wide all over with those love handles, or thin like Jason. Or a cone with all his weight in his chest and stomach, like Michael. This outfit is just wrong for Michael. This jean jacket adds more bulk where he doesn't want it, and the dark tight jeans just make his midsection look bigger than he is. But look at Michael after we went shopping. He looks sharp and ready for business in this tailored yet still comfortable professional look. The khaki pants are loosely draped with a slightly higher waist that helps even out his cone shape. The dark fitted jacket and button-down shirt hide Michael's girth while accenting those strong, broad shoulders of his. Now here's Jason. The solid colored, long, shapeless tee and straight jeans only emphasize his ruler shape. But here's Jason after our stylist gave him a great new casual style. Note how the terrific leather bomber jacket gives him more volume on top. We got this classic bomber from the Cockpit on Melrose Avenue. The striped knit shirt and heavy sweaters and broad horizontal prints are great looks for Jason too. And the softly pleated slacks in a darker shade help give him a fitted masculine shape that's right to a T. And a quick tip for you rulers, just pushing up your sleeves add instant definition to your upper arms and shoulders.
So, whether you're a man or a woman, there are 3 basic steps to dress right for your shape. There are also 3 styles: casual, professional, and party, and 3 rules for each body type, based on TV and movie techniques to create the perfect slim silhouette. Number 1, camouflage, blending or covering up something you want to hide. Number 2 is illusion, or building up to create something that isn't there. And finally, number 3, spotlight, or calling attention or drawing the eye to certain features to give your body a proportioned, well-balanced shape. And we'll get to all 3 rules custom tailored for you and your body type in just a moment. But first, it's time to party.
This is a great evening look for a spoon. The long flared skirt softly drapes to hide Julie's hips, and the long-sleeved cinched waist jacket has a broader shaped shoulder that balances the skirt and accents her small waist. Now our cone is wearing the exact same skirt in black, but for Susanna, the flared long skirt adds fullness to her hips. And note how the tight, dark bustier makes her top seem more in proportion. And bare shoulders look great on cones. You've got great shoulders, so use them. Both of these elegant evening looks came from one of Santa Monica's most exclusive boutiques, Moselle's. And here's a less formal party look. This sculpted lycra jacket cinches in our ruler's waist, much like a girdle. The straight skirt, high heels, and a solid color really draws your eye to the curve of Natalia's shapely new torso. This soft stretch fabric dress looks great on our hourglass. The high neck and long straight skirt help balance Heather's bust line and hips, while the clingy fabric gently hugs her curves without pinching, binding, or revealing too much.
Wow, don't they all look great? And you will too. You know, in real estate, especially here in Beverly Hills, it's all about location, location, location. But in fashion, it's accessorize, accessorize, accessorize. We'll show you how just adding the right accessory can suddenly change your whole look.
Remember our ruler, Natalia? She looks a lot curvier already like this, but watch what a difference the right belt can make for her. Voila! an instant waistline. And Julie looks great in a soft business suit, but as a spoon, she wants to add more emphasis to her upper half. And this terrific scarf is just the attention getter she needs. Even changing your hairstyle for your body shape can make a big difference. Susanna's hair worn up makes her shoulders seem even bigger. But look what a difference just letting her hair down makes. And don't forget the importance of coordinating an overall look with the right hose and shoes. Blend your shoes and stockings for a seamless look to give the appearance of a longer leg. Nude is usually your best daytime choice for stockings, and a sheer black gives you that great ooh-la-la look for evening. Look how tall and lean Heather looks, and she's only 5'4".
Now here are those 3 important rules we promised you for your specific body type. So get a pen and paper ready and be sure to take these tips with you when you go shopping.
First, for us spoons, hide your hips and thighs with longer, softly flared skirts and pants. But flared mini skirts and shorts are a no-no for you. They only emphasize hip fullness. Then build up your upper body with long sleeves, great jackets, bold patterns, softly padded shoulders, and bras. And most spoons have a proportionally small waist, so spotlight that waistline Scarlett O'Hara would kill for. For you cones, hide the broadness of your bust and shoulders by wearing narrow, slim-fitted tops that break up your neck and shoulder line. But don't be afraid to go bare. Build up your hips with flared and pleated skirts and pants, and if you have great legs, show them off with shorter skirts and shorts and fun shoes that draw the eye down. Now for you rulers, camouflage your straightness by cinching in your waistline, and don't overlook the importance of a great belt. Follow the rules for a spoon and a cone to build up both your bust and hips, with light padding on top and shaped jackets that are flared at the hip. Accent your legs with short skirts and sexy shoes that create more curves. And finally, for the hourglass, hide bulkiness on top and bottom by wearing softly draped fabrics. But avoid cinching your waist with wide belts that bind and create bulges. You have nothing to build up, but you want to create an illusion of a softer curve by wearing fitted fabrics that gently cling without being too tight. Keep the eye on that terrific hourglass curve and show off that cleavage if you dare.
Now you know the fashion secrets and Hollywood tricks of the trade that can help you create the perfect silhouette and look your best, just by choosing the right clothes and styles to dress right for your shape. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm going shopping.
The preceding program was brought to you by E4L.
Women belong in the house. Women bunnies to start sucking more cock. Women are okay if they suck NFUCC.
What, you doing drugs?
Ben would like to join a group of kids, but they reject him because he won't drink alcohol or smoke marijuana.
You shouldn't be drinking that. I mean, it's bad for you.
What do you know, chicken?
A mysterious character named Cosmo comes to the rescue and takes Ben up in his magic fate elevator. Ben finds himself in the dungeon of ignorance, where he meets booze and pot. They try to lead him astray with false information about drugs. Thanks to the knowledge that his magic headband gives him, Ben is able to keep out of danger. But when Pot steals the headband, Ben finds himself hanging over the edge of a deadly snake pit. While Booze and Pot are fighting over the headband, Ben manages to get it back, only to find himself lost in a dense fog.
Just follow my directions.
He then comes face to face with even more dangerous drugs, cocaine, and heroin. Finally, Ben succeeds in escaping back to reality. Armed with his newfound knowledge, he is able to tell the gang the truth about what drugs really do to you.
Pot is stuffed with hundreds of dangerous chemicals, such as carbon monoxide.
Ben now has the correct knowledge and facts about drugs. What he needs next are the right attitudes and perceptions.
Hey, Rob. Hey, what's up?
What you guys
stuff? Oh, yeah?
Good stuff. Take a look.
All right. Way to go, big guy.
Yo, turn the music up, son. Hey, Ben! What's going on? Come on over.
Hi. We'll give you a second chance to be cool.
Chance to grow up and stop being a baby.
No thanks.
So what do you know about drugs? Everybody drinks and smokes.
Yeah, and look at us. We're cool.
Yeah, and it's fun, Ben. Don't you want to have fun?
Sure. I also know what drugs can do.
All the really neat guys drink and smoke and do drugs. Don't you want to be like them?
You'll never be one of the gang. Just a loser.
All right. Just one beer. Look, I gotta go return these tapes. I'll be right back.
All right.
What a loser. Cosmo, I knew it was you.
Looks as if you need to take another ride, Ben. Take the elevator up and close the gate. This is the ride that will decide your fate. Take the elevator up, leave the tape on the shelf. I wanna show you some lies. You get to see through yourself. Get in this elevator, do what you do later. No need to hesitate, it's all right. I know that you've been falling, your destiny is calling. You don't know what you're doing till you get in and ride. Ow! Come on! Yeah! Elevator. Come on! The elevator. All right? You getting it?
Yeah.
All right.
Stage 2, attitudes and perceptions. Mind the doors, please.
What do I have to do this time?
Well, you already have the knowledge. This time you'll also need the vision
What do I need these for?
to help you see through the land of illusion. Meet you on the other side, I hope.
Stevie, what's going on, big guy? You just insulted my wife. She's got an associate's degree. She's educated.
Looks like a neat place to me.
Hey, guy. Check this out. You like to have fun?
Yeah.
Hey, you've come to the right place.
Follow me.
Here. Now this is the very best seat in the house. Now, make yourself comfortable. Just sit back and enjoy.
What'll it be? Whiskey, vodka, gin?
Isn't this bad for you? I mean, there's a lot of alcohol in that stuff.
Well, so try some wine or beer. They haven't got much alcohol.
You'll be wanting a joint as well. This is the very best pot you can get. Why, you'd be putty not to try some.
And you can't refuse our draft beer. It's a gas.
I'm underage. It's against the law.
Oh, who cares about the silly law? Be like everybody else. They all drink and smoke.
Well, I'll go draw some more beer.
No, I'll do it.
Oh, no, I'll do it. You don't really want to be the odd one out, do you, when everyone else is doing drugs?
Okay, but only one glass.
Tipsy time. Everybody's doing it. Doing it. Doing it. Everybody's doing it.
Only about 5 out of 100 12-year-old kids experiment with alcohol and marijuana.
What are you talking about?
Most kids don't do drugs.
Well, that's nonsense. Just look around. Can you see anyone who isn't smoking or drinking?
Well, no.
So?
What a dump! This place is just for losers. It stinks in here. Hey, what a fine-looking kid. Put yourself in my hands. I'll turn you into a champion weightlifter.
Oh, no. Put yourself in my hands. You'll get to be Mr. Universe.
Didn't I just see you in that bar back there? Hey, what were you guys trying to do to me back there? All that garbage about everybody drinks and smokes?
Yeah, well, that place was for losers. Come with me. Do yourself a favor. This is the place for the beautiful people.
Handsomest men.
And the prettiest women. Way to go, Lillian. You've come a long distance, honey.
Smoke? Some joints in here, too.
That'll put hair on your chest.
Well, like you put cancer in my lungs.
Don't you believe it? Well, Lillian Long's just run a marathon.
Mountain Man's been on that horse for a week. Anyway, this is a low-tar joint.
It'll go nicely with a light beer.
All beer is
packed with calories. If you drink enough, it makes you fat and ugly. Gives you a beer belly.
Oh, yeah?
Wouldn't you like to look like that?
Yeah. Yeah, I think you look pretty good. Sure I will.
What are you waiting for?
Linking smoking and drinking with health and good looks is a standard advertising technique.
What are you talking about now?
None of this can be true.
But it must be.
After all, seeing is believing.
I rainbows, buckets of beans, I unicorn, buckets of clits, I love buckets of USSI, I got buckets of cum.
I can see through all this. It was just another illusion. And you were boozing pot all along.
So what? How much can you see now? Just look down at your feet.
But this is no illusion. I told you. This was a low-tar joint.
And I told you you'd be a weightlifter. Well, try these. Stick around.
Ben knows all about the bad effects of drugs, but he doesn't know how to defend himself against the various techniques people use to get you to drink and smoke. Cosmo comes to his aid with his magic fate elevator and takes Ben to the land of illusion, where booze and pot use all sorts of tricks to try to fool Ben into doing drugs. Thanks to his magic glasses, Ben is able to see through all the illusions and keep out of trouble. But then booze and pot stick him down in a pool of tar.
Cosmo! Cosmo, where are you?
Reservations for one. We've got the right drug for you.
The invitation was sent
To take a toke or two. Reservations for one. Why can't you be a man? Here's the chance of your life.
to step into the sun.
Come this way, we'll take you in. The grand illusion ends.
With her and me and you.
Reservations for one.
Reservation, we made the reservation. Invitation, we sent the invitation to you.
With eyes of China blue.
Sheba shreds shoes shipped from Sheboygan Shanty, and chills should shy away from sweaty teddies.
With her and
Reservations for one.
Reservations for one.
Reservations for one. You tricked me! This was just another illusion.
Well, maybe. But look at the winners. The guys who make it.
Do you dare to live in the fast lane?
Do you dare get to that top?
Do you dare to stand out from the crowd? There's a place for you in the limelight.
You too can become a star.
Just step into the spotlight.
And show us what you are.
Linking drugs with success in life is another favorite advertising trick.
You'll never see through us again.
I can see what you're doing. It's just a crummy light show, that's all.
Don't be like that, old buddy. There's still life in the fast lane.
Booze and pot to FAK, big fat thoughts, big as booties, big OL, milkies give me now dating.
Drunk driving
Joyful
is
Milky.
the single leading cause of death among teenagers.
You kill kids, Mr. Booze. That's what you do. You kill kids in car crashes.
Now, don't blame pot for those accidents, Ben.
And that's for cocaine, eh, man? Now, come on. I mean, well, what can I say? I mean, it's like I was furiously driven snow.
Heroin is innocent as well. I wouldn't stick it to you, Ben.
Taking marijuana or cocaine or heroin also causes automobile accidents.
You all kill kids. The whole lot of you.
Yeah, but now we never stand in your way of getting to the top.
Drug abuse is one of the major reasons why more and more students are dropping out of school.
Thanks to drugs like you, thousands of kids never even finish school, let alone get to the top.
Yeah, but... Don't you want to be a rock star, old pal?
Yeah, we never seem to do them much harm.
Drugs are one of the leading causes of accidental death among music and film stars.
Thanks to you, Mr. Booze, and Ms. Pot, and your friends like cocaine and heroin. The list of stars that have been killed by drugs just goes on and on.
Cheer up, Ben. You've won the day. You've no illusions now. Come down with me. And help your friends to see.
Everyone's seeing here again.
This is just great. What are we gonna do now? They said they'd never let us in there again.
Yeah, say call the cops next time.
That old geek? Just because we had a few joints and some beer.
Well, it is illegal, you know, drinking when you're underage.
So what? Who cares?
What's the matter with you, Tony? Starting to sound like that weird Ben.
Yeah, you going soft on us or something?
Hey, where'd Ben go anyway?
Who cares?
Never saw him leave the store. There he is.
I don't mean to jump in here, but let me say Vienna sausage is the greatest of all time.
Hey, is that the latest
Sluts.
fad? Walking around in your socks?
Why does everything have to be a fad with you? Something you saw on TV or a magazine. Why are y'all such copycatters?
Hey, we're not copycatters.
No? Well, then how come y'all believe the same ads about the beautiful people smoking and drinking?
Because that's what the beautiful people do, dummy.
Yeah. Things aren't always what they seem.
What do you mean?
Vienna sausages
liquor
and
and
pickles
tobacco ads-
served in the lobby.
Like your reflection in the mirror. Everything's back to front. If you hold your right hand up, your mirror image holds its left hand up. It's the same with the images they use to get you to smoke and drink. They're usually the opposite of the truth. If an ad shows everybody drinking a certain sort of beer, it's a good bet that really quite few people actually drink it. If an ad has a picture of great-looking people beside a bottle of liquor, they do that because they don't want you to know that if you drink enough of this stuff, you can get ugly and sick. When you see cigarette packets stuck over beauty shots of nature with everything looking all clean and fresh, that's because they want you to forget that the smoke from a cigarette or joint is dirty and smelly. It's the same with ads that show thirsty people grabbing for a long, cool glass of beer. It's another flip of the truth. Alcohol doesn't quench your thirst. It dries you out and makes you even more thirsty. And the ads that show rich and famous people with expensive bottles of liquor. That's another switch around. Lots of people who get to the top don't smoke or drink at all. And if you really spent all your money on booze, you'd most likely end up as a bum on Skid Row. And watch out for those ads that compare things and say that this cigarette has got less tar than that one. Or there's less alcohol in wine and beer than in hard liquor. This is another way of fooling you. If you smoke enough of anything, you'll suck up enough tar and other guck to blow your lungs away. And the idea that there's less alcohol in wine and beer than in hard liquor is also a put on. Booze is booze. A regular-sized drink contains about half an ounce of pure alcohol. It doesn't matter whether it's beer, wine, a cocktail, or a shot glass of whiskey. It's all the same. Once you can see through all these gimmicks, the join the crowd technique, health and beauty, clean and fresh, thirst quenching, rich and famous, comparison, then all the ads for drinking and smoking just fall apart and become nothing but a pile of garbage.
I think you're right. You know a lot about this stuff. You're not fooled by those dumb ads.
What are you gonna do?
Maybe I'll stop using drugs.
What are you two talking about?
Oh, nothing.
Come back over here. Hey! What do you guys want? To join the nerds? Keep the gang together.
There ain't no reason for us to hang around here. Let's ditch these dumb balls. So, Ben, how did you lose your shoes?
Well, that's kind of a long story. But who needs shoes? I can still run faster than you. Does this mean Tony's out of the gang?
Are you gonna put up with this, Kevin?
Who needs those dipsticks? Anyways, they'll come back begging. You just wait and see.
welcome to the greatest adventure you can have under one roof. The Mall of America here in Bloomington, Minnesota, USA.
It may look like a mega-sized shopping mall, and it is. This building could hold 7 Yankee baseball stadiums. But the Mall of America is so much more. There are a few surprises waiting for you just on the other side of these doors.
That's right. This is more than just a fantastic place to shop. It's also a place for people who want to meet other people. To buy an engagement ring, wedding dress, and tux. Even a place to get married. Find maternity clothes and have fun with the kids. Many visitors have done all that and more.
But it's also a place for people who want to exercise, for people who want to have a unique dining experience, an underwater experience, or a way above ground experience.
The first thing a visitor has to do is find a way to navigate through these 400 stores and attractions spread out over 4 million square feet.
There is an easy way. Just think of this whole place as a community, a small town. There in the center is the amusement park, sort of a central plaza.
Now, surrounding this central space are 4 neighborhood streets, each with a different look and a different feel.
This is called North Garden. You'll know you're there because the streets wind like landscaped parkway, past gazebos, trellises, even a fountain to visit. There's always something blooming along North Garden.
Turn to the right and take in East Broadway. The neon signs are bright on Broadway. The feel upbeat and contemporary. Look up to the 4th level. That's the Upper East Side, and that's entertainment.
Head south and stroll along the carpeted walkways of South Avenue. It has the comfortable feeling of a luxury hotel with shops to match.
And then there's the West Market area. It looks like a European railway station, complete with open ironwork, crisscrossing bridges, and individual carts or kiosks.
Where each of these streets form a corner, you'll find one of the 4 large mall department stores: Bloomingdale's, Macy's, Sears, and Nordstrom.
All right, I have already seen some places that I have to visit.
So have I. Why don't we separate, and I'll meet you later at the Old Navy coffee shop.
Cool.
All right.
Minnesota Mall got diddle for the kitties in the basement. Bunny's clitoris says so.
Wasn't that fun?
I had a great time. You should have seen me. I was awesome. In fact, I feel energized. Why don't we go up to Golf Mountain for a little competitive exercise?
You're on.
All right.
Well, we could exercise right now. Why don't we go join the mall walkers?
Huh.
Folks come here every day to get their walking exercise. It's over a half mile on each level and over 4 miles of total storefronts to walk past.
You know, the Mall of America is different for each person who visits here. There's something for every age and interest.
In the ultimate destination for a child, America's largest indoor theme park.
7 acres of excitement that includes 20 rides, theaters, restaurants, all interspersed with 400 live trees and more than 30,000 plantings. After all that, these kids still have an appetite. And a visit to the food court will provide prompt refueling for any taste and any budget. Boy, there's a lot of food.
Yeah. Casita burrito.
Maybe. How about Cajun fries? Shrimp etouffee.
Etouffee.
Like Shakespeare? Shrimp on the fork. Oh, shrimpy. Jumbo shrimp.
Bourbon chicken.
Walleye on a stick. Walleye on a stick. And we can have a crab, broccoli, and cheese baked potato to go with it.
I want mixed yakitori.
He owes me $10. Look at that. This is good yakitori.
Hey, if a shrimp can get through, you're moving way too slow. Ah.
Oh, boy.
But for those of us who prefer sit-down dining with service, there are over 20 venues to choose from, including Planet Hollywood.
Planet Hollywood is a great place to see and be seen. But there's a place nearby where you can dine in what feels like a very remote part of our planet, the Rainforest Cafe.
This is literally a wild place to shop and eat, complete with thick vegetation, which is watered by occasional tropical storms. Everything about this place, even the aroma, which is formulated from natural floral extracts, creates a rainforest experience.
In fact, the entire Mall of America has shown leadership in both the way the tenants recycle and the way they use energy. All of the food which is wasted during preparation and leftovers from these plates is collected and used to feed livestock, and that adds up to over 200,000 pounds a month.
And to greatly conserve energy, a central control system automatically adjusts the lighting levels in the public spaces according to daylight conditions. When the outdoor lighting is brighter, the indoor lighting turns down. The result is constant illumination and efficient use of lighting energy.
That's right. Even on the coldest winter day in Minnesota, the entire facility is heated utilizing energy from store lighting fixtures, solar energy, and the body heat of up to 1 million visitors per week. There are no heaters.
Well, there is a place to get personal heaters. Here, you can regulate your own individual temperature. Now, these hot little items are measured in Scovilles, or the level of burning flavor in each species of pepper, from scorching to mega hot. Tabasco. Lovely shorts. Flaming hot.
Yes.
I was just looking at this 911. That right there is a bad sign. Crazy Jerry's margarita salsa is butt burner hot. Meltdown barbecue sauce.
Hit me, big man. Give me your best stuff. This is it?
That's it. You
What
go
is it?
for it.
This is hot.
Watch for the steam. Watch for the steam coming out of his ear.
Muy caliente, he says.
How you doing there?
That's hot.
That's hot?
This is like the surface of the sun. What's this do?
Fire bell. We're on fire here.
Are you gonna bring me something?
You just get my water.
Oh, man.
And it's
That's
gone.
not enough. That's hot. I'm done. You know what I want to do? I want to go to Underwater World now. Can we go there, please? Because this is really hot. My goodness.
From the headwaters of the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico and down to the Caribbean, these underwater habitats and inhabitants are waiting for your visit.
I'll be your guide for the first part of our tour today. Hike hide beside logs and weed beds, waiting for their victims. Hike are mean when they're youngsters, too. If food is scarce, they'll eat their own brothers and sisters.
Let's take a look at some of the fish in here. We're about to enter some deeper waters. Here we'll be learning about some bigger fish. You've probably recognized them as we've been moving along. I'm talking about sharks.
Anything can swim by out here, so beware. And don't forget to look up. You might see the white belly of a shark glide by.
Right here?
In the warm Caribbean waters, you may see some more fish with wings. They are called stingrays. I stay away from them when I'm diving because they got poisonous spines on top of their long tails. And remember, underwater world, same planet, different world.
That was amazing. But now it's time to change elevation and climb from below sea level to the top of Gulf Mountain. Let's go.
Now that we've experienced your sporting life, let's experience the nightlife and move on up to Mall of America's Upper East Side.
If a good time is what you're shopping for, this is the place. Music for dancing, music for listening, a full menu of food, 14 theater screens to choose from, and comedy.
Thank you very much. This on, you're a great crowd. Boy, I remember doing a gig one time in a comedy club outside of Omaha, Nebraska. It was December, horrible blizzard. Just one guy showed up for the show. I said, you want me to do my act for you? And the guy said, well, I'm a farmer. I don't know anything about show business. But if I'd have gone out to the field in a horrible blizzard to feed my herd of cows and only one cow showed up, I'd feed that cow. Okay, fine. So I did 2 hours for the guy, my best material, just really laid it out there for him. I got done. He kind of clapped a little. I said, so, what do you think of the show? He said, well, like I said, I'm a farmer. I don't know anything about show business, but if I'd have gone out to the field to feed a herd of cows and only one cow showed up, I wouldn't have given him the whole load. The whole load. Hey, thanks for letting me be here at Mall of America. This has really been more fun for me than it was for you, I can tell. Thanks so much. Good night.
This is a great place for fun, friendship, even courtship. But the Mall of America has one more spot that plays a special kind of music for those deeply under the influence of love.
What?
Welcome to the Chapel of Love. That's right, a wedding chapel right here where more than 500 couples have shared vows.
Well, now I think we've done it all.
Well, we may not have seen everything, but I think we've had a really good day.
Oh, yeah.
There is one really important thing we have to do before we leave.
Souvenirs,
Right. There are a number of places nearby that make it easy. Something for little kids, something for big kids, and something for somebody who wants everybody to see where they've been.
I got one more surprise for you, but first, you have to sit down.
It's not too expensive, is it?
No, just smile. Stop it.
Look at you.
Not me. Look at you.
Thank you. That was hilarious.
Isn't that fun?
And thank you for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed your visit. We'll look forward to coming back soon to the Mall of America.
The greatest adventure you can have under one roof.
Let's see it again.
Here, look.
Oh!
Okay, here we are. We're ready to go. Where are we going to go today? Well, guys, today we have a very special trip to go on. Yeah, very special trip because we're going to do something different, yeah? We're going to go back, 5 billion years in time. 5 billion years. Being Magic Star travelers and having imagination, this makes it possible for us to do that. And we have our little spaceship, so we can't get hurt or anything. And we're going to go back 5 billion years to see how Earth began and how life started on Earth. And then, because we're Magic Space Travelers, we'll be able to go all the way from the beginning of time to today. Wow. Are you ready? Hey, let's hold on to our seatbelts. We're going to go through 5 million years, 5 billion years. Yeah, 5 billion years in only a short time. Ready? Hold on. See now the water that was so hot, it's vaporizing now, and it's condensing and forming oceans. Before that was just steam from the molten lava. Wow. And the Earth is cooling all over. And oceans are being created. You know, there's more water on Earth than there is land. Yeah? Yeah. And then there were waves, and there was differences in temperature causing it, and there were tidal waves and all kinds of things while the Earth was... You know what it's like, huh? It's like, did you ever watch your mom make soup or porridge? Yeah? Yeah, well, you know how when it gets hot, it starts bubbling all over, and the shape is kind of strange, and it goes... Bloop, 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 bloop. How does it go? It goes... Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah? Well, that's what's happening to the Earth. It's bubbling all over and then cooling off, and when it cools off, it settles down, just like the soups. Oh. See, the Earth is going through hot changes, cold, hot, cold. The Earth was playing hot and cold. Yes, it was. Now, hey, wait a second. Now it's snow. Before it's hot. That's dumb. This Earth is dumb. First it's hot, then it's cold, then it's hot, then it's cold. Dumb, dumb, dumb. Dum-da-dum-dum.
When I'm calling you.
Hi, imagination. What did we do this time?
Well, you didn't do anything, but I have to explain to you about all living things. Because Earth is a living thing. You see, when children grow up, they change. Well, Earth is the same way, and as it gets older, it also changes. So in the beginning, it may be one way, and then it changes, just like people do, and plants do, and doggies do, and everything else that lives. Does that make sense? Do you understand?
I do. So do I. Thanks a lot, imagination. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Yeah, now we understand. Now, mountains mountains of ice called glaciers are forming, and they move across the land. And slowly, the Earth got into what they call the Ice Age, where everything was covered with ice. And it covered mountains and valleys, and all parts of the Earth that was not just water became icy. And so that's how the Earth began. First it was molten lava and very, very hot. And then it was Ice Age and very, very cold. That's right. And finally it began to settle down. And when it began to settle down, we'll see what goes on then. And we'll settle down in just a minute or two. So, are you ready now to take a little trip? And then when we come back, we'll see how the Earth was. Hey, this is fascinating, how we can see all these things happen thousands of years, millions of years, billions of years ago. And you stay with us and see it, because this is really interesting. I'm not going to move from the spot we're going to go. I'll move. So, first we started with the molten lava, and then we went into the Ice Age, yeah? Yeah, and let's go back to the Ice Age so we don't miss anything and see how the Earth looked then and what was going on. Okay, Ice Age coming up. Now it's about 8,000 years ago. Oh, contemporary, yeah. The ice is melting and the glaciers are retreating to the poles, like the North Pole and the South Pole. Oh, I see. The land is beginning to come through the ice as the ice melts and the snow melts. And the mountains and the valleys and the land all begin to show. But there's still no life on Earth. And as the ice and the water start coming, we have spectacular waterfalls as the water starts. Look, there's a rainbow. As the water starts going down the mountain slopes and the hills and into the valleys and into what becomes the oceans and the lakes and the rivers and the streams and the ponds and the pools and the saunas. And no, there was no saunas. No saunas, no. They really were restricted. Yeah, they were restricted. This is very interesting. Can we see more about that? Oh, certainly. Let's go see some more. Very interesting. So we're back in time about 500,000 years. Imagination is doing this? Of course, imagination does it all. Now, see, some of the ice is gone, and now the first trees and flowers and branches begin to grow, and the waters begin to flow, and still, there's no living being on Earth. And the flowing water continually reshapes the Earth and causes new paths, like the Grand Canyon. This is the Grand Canyon in the United States. And this is thousands of years of water eroding and making different paths through the mountains. And it's a process that began 2 billion years ago. That's a long time, yeah. And it's still standing. The Grand Canyon, absolutely. And then the rains came. And it's gonna rain. Yep, it's gonna rain. Oh, it's gonna rain. Yes, it's gonna rain. I think that's enough of that. Thank you. And the rain coming down from the clouds, hitting the earth, saturating parts of the earth, making the green areas even more fertile. Look at all the different kinds of trees and branches growing. The rain's poured. It's a good thing we're locked in here. Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it rained 40 days and 40 nights. What do you think of that?
40 days and... Wait a second. Isn't that the story about Noah when it rained 40 days and 40 nights?
You know what I think, though?
Yeah?
I think maybe then, because everything was so different than it is now, that days and nights were different than what we know days and nights as. And maybe a day was a whole year.
Do you think so?
But I'm not always sure, but maybe that could be it. Maybe that's why it rains so much.
Thanks, imagination. I appreciate it. Yeah, let's see some more about it now. What's going on down there? All right, now, are you watching very carefully? Yeah, I am. So the Earth is being shaped by the erosion caused by the water rolling around, running past, and finding its level. But now life has begun. There are fishes. Under the water. Of course the fish is under the water. And more complex animals are beginning to form. Some of them come from the water and go onto the land. Some begin on the land and go into the water. Some can't make up their minds where they go. Well, it takes time for evolution to help them. What's that? Time. Time for evolution, for them to find the place that they belong. Turtles and snakes, and you know, we've seen alligators and crocodiles, and they are all kinds of varieties of animals and reptiles, and mammals like the seals and the whales. And here's a seal. And it began many, 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 many years ago, before there was any human beings anywhere. Yeah, And that's what started life on Earth. And so some of the life... Here's some more fish coming from the sea, and more... Some of the animals settled on the land, some on the sea. Some were able to go both places. See, there's some of the animals settling on the land. And still the waters came, and still the waters came, yes. And these are crocodiles, you remember? They came from water, and reptiles started coming out of the water now. Reptiles and alligators and crocodiles. And new shapes and forms, and they began to adapt to what was on Earth, the kind of food around, and the water around, and the other animals around, began to change their own form and their own shape and their own colors to fit whatever was around them. And that's some of the camouflage we see on animals. And it's just terrific, yeah, because, you know, that's when nature began to decide which way things should go and what the animals should look like and how they should be. And mammals began to evolve. Nice to fool Mother Nature. All right, now that we've cleared that up, let's see where we are in the evolution of Earth and man and animals now. Now, there's a koala bear. Among all the other animals who were evolving, koala bears were. And so were the birds and the parrots and the more fishes and more varieties of land animals. And monkeys. Ostriches. Hey, that's a peacock. A seagull. Look at all the different kinds of birds, different shapes and sizes, and all of them beginning to find their niche. They want their place to be in the earth. And insects and bugs and ants and reptiles. Yeah, them too. All of them began in the early stages of the life on the earth. Wow, but there was still no man, and no women, and no children. Nope, because human beings hadn't been on earth yet. No, nowhere. Just now beginning the animals. Yeah. Want to see some more of the animals? Yeah, let's see what else is there. Of course, there's different kinds of plants and flowers. And trees were beginning to grow. And so everywhere you went, there was beautiful green flowers and trees and buds and animals and birds and fishes. All of them. And still no mankind. Still no mankind. That's right. Here's some of the flowers you can see again. There's a water lily. It's pretty, isn't it? It certainly is. Look, can we land on it? Here's another one we can land on. Look, let's make sure there's no bees around. This is really stick to... Oh, look at this one. Let's go right in the middle of it. Can we do that? Look at that. Wow. Let's see some trees now. Let's go all the way up to the top. Ooh. Hey, wow, this is high. Let's get down a little bit. That was too high. I got scared. And there were trees and jungles, and of course, that's where the animals were beginning to live. What's that? It's a plant for the different areas in the world. Let's go see a jungle now, all right? Should we see a deep, deep... Hey, look, they got things growing on it. Well, sure, because along with everything else, that's when some of the fruits began to grow. Maybe apples and pomegranates and bananas and all the fruits that the animals needed to sustain themselves in the jungle started to grow. And the jungles anchored the soil, and they protected the erosion and protected the animals, and it began to be a home for everybody and everything that was living on Earth. Wow. This is happening so fast, I don't know if I'm taking it all in. I think we could do it in slow motion. And there's monkeys, see that? There's monkeys, the beginnings of mankind. Yeah, I don't know too many men who can do that now. No, but I don't know too many monkeys who, or minkies, as they say. Yeah, too many monkeys who go to work every day either. Yeah, that's true. Let's see if we can get to the present time now. Well, here we are to the present time. Wow, that was some trip. How'd you like to see, how did you like seeing, oh, you're so excited you can't control yourself. Yeah, how'd you like seeing the beginning of Earth? I never understood that it grew like that there was the molten lava, and then the Ice Age, and then the flowers and the branches, and then the fish, and then the large animals. And we'll come back and see more about the beginnings of Earth another time. Bye, everybody. Come see it again. This is really interesting.